course, he's broken 6 national records so far. He's the first Malaysian to compete in 3 different events at a single Olympics game. So he'll definitely be one to watch out for.
Only 3 Singapore winners in this event. Xiang, of course, with his 3 in a row from 83 to 87. Han Tuang Heng and Brian Tay, the last of our gold medalists. Here is the Bulacan Bullet, Jessie Lacuna, 20 years in 9 days' time. Lim Ching Huang, they're building a great pool of freestyle swimmers, the Malaysians, and this is top of the list. He beat Daniel Bago in his national championships. Quan Phuoc is the defending champion. He broke his national record in the Vietnam Swimming Championships, 50.45, the second fastest time in Southeast Asia this year. This man here in lane 4 owns the fastest time in Southeast Asia this year, and also the fastest time in the heats, Fauzi Triadi. Danny Yeo rewrote his national record by 0.09 seconds in the Singapore National Swimming Championships. He was second in this event in 2011 behind Ky Phuoc. Cholawat Photwang of Thailand, the short course specialist, especially in the backstroke, 52.54 is his season best. Here comes the man, the aforementioned from Divian, Darren Lim, 15-year-old. Gary Tan is his coach. His sister Shana won multiple SEA Games medals over the past couple of SEA Games. And here is the dark horse of the race, Daniel Bago, slowly swimming into form. 50.86 seconds, his season's best that was achieved at the Summer University Games in Kazan.
Daniel Bago also just recently came back from a shoulder injury, and he's come back very, very strong. We'll see if it's strong enough, of course, to take home a medal this time around. But our eyes, of course, on Darren Lim and Danny Yeo from Singapore. Hopefully they will add to the medal tally.
Strap yourselves. This is going to be grandstand.
Take your mark.
Lacuna in 1. Ching Huang of Malaysia in 2. Ky Phuoc, the defending champion, in 3. Fauzi, the fastest in Southeast Asia this year, in 4. Danny Yeo, the silver medalist from the last SEA Games, in 5. Cholawat of Thailand in 6. Darren Lim of Singapore in 7. And Daniel Bago in lane 8. You ask me, it'll be between lanes 3, 4, and 5, but do watch out for Bago as well. In lane number 8, he'll come home very strongly. First to turn is Fauzi Triadi, as he did during the heats, coming up very, very strong. Brilliant turn that is from lane number 2 in Ky Phuoc. Darren Lim Danny Yeo slowly getting back into the race right now, and Daniel Bago to the right of your picture slowly creeping into it. But Fauzi Triadi is looking strong, extending his strokes right now. Kick rate is absolutely superb as his thrust forward just moves him further and further away from the field. Fauzi Triadi is going to touch home first. He's going to win gold. Indonesia have 1 goal in the 100 meters freestyle. Danny Yeo can only clinch the bronze medal. Quan Phuoc of Vietnam, the defending champion, has been relegated to second spot. Well, Fauzi Triadi says, I told you so. I told you so. Rounding up into some kind of form, especially from September when he rewrote his national record. Third in 2011, first now in 2013. It's Indonesia's first gold medal since 2005. when the legendary Richard Sambera won the last of his 7 titles. Fauzi Triadi, a new SEA Games record, 49.99. What a time that is, 49.99. The first Southeast Asian to go below 50 seconds. Fauzi Triadi, that is an absolutely phenomenal time.
It really is, Mark. It was phenomenal. It was blitzingly quick. Danny Yeo, of course, had silver for the 2011 games. He's managed a bronze, which is not too bad at all. But what a time, of course, from Fauzi Triadi, who just pulled away from start to finish.
He swam the first leg of the 4x200 meters freestyle last night. We all know he is circulating into some kind of form, but we didn't know he is going to be this quick.
Has created a new record.
Well, he might be creating a record which might not be broken in a while. 49.99 seconds. That is, by the way, also in the top 20 in Asia this year. And he went out very quickly. He's usually a fast finisher, but once he turned first after 50 meters, we all know that there might only be one winner. And Fauzi Triadi just continued his brilliant swim home. Not the best of turns, it might be said, so he could actually lower that time of 49.99 seconds. Fauzi Triadi, gold medal for Indonesia in the 100 meters freestyle for men.
We're going to move on, of course, very shortly to the women's 100-meter breaststroke, and that's going to be very interesting as well. We have 2 Singaporean contenders in the top 8, of course, for the final, Samantha Yeo and Cheryl Lim.
Oh, we're looking for Samantha Yeo to do something special here. It will be a hard ask for her. Good news is that Ting decided to resign from her post as a swimmer in the Malaysian squad, and because of that, it's opened the field up a little bit. But Christina Loh of Malaysia looks to be hot favourite and clocking the best times around Southeast Asia this year. Do watch out as well for Quan, Quah of Thailand. Swims for the Singapore Sports School and giving Samantha Yeo a lot of great competition in local meets. There is your start list with Samantha Yeo in lane number 3. Cheryl Lim of Singapore goes in lane number 7, but it's most likely going to be challenged by 2, 3, 4, and maybe 5. Salabluek of Thailand was 3rd in this event in 2011. Here's the lady who's taken over from Ting. Nadia Adriana Retzago, 7th in the Asian Youth Games, 2nd in the ASEAN Schools Championships. Lane 2, lady I was talking about, Quan of Thailand, silver in the 200 meters individual medley yesterday. She was 5th in this event in 2011, 6th at the Asian Youth Games. Losing out and trailing behind this lady who was 2nd at the Asian Youth Games. She was the fastest swimmer in the World Championships in Southeast Asia, 1:11.17. That's even faster than Ting, who was swimming at those World Championships. Samantha Yeo in 3. Here's the favorites, Christina Loh of Malaysia in lane number 4, 2nd in 2011, always 2nd to Ting, especially in the Malaysian Open. Chance for her to step up to the podium now. Chabunuch Salukluek of Thailand in lane number 5, bronze medalist at the last SEA Games. Lane 6, Margareta Kreta Pradani of Indonesia, 7th in this event in 2011. Last Indonesian gold medalist in this event, Rita Mariani in 1997. Here comes Cheryl Lim, former RGS student. 3rd in the Singapore National Swimming Championships. She's got a personal best of 1:13.31. Closing up the field, Christina Kavita Sulistiana of Indonesia, 4th in the Southeast Asian Age Group Championships and 5th in the ASEAN Schools event. Well, the last Singapore goal in this event was achieved by Nicolette Teo in 2007. Since 1999, the gold medals either gone to a Singaporean or Malaysian. 2011, though, the last SEA Games was the first time that Singapore didn't win a medal in this event since 1989, and surely that record's going to be put to rest with the 100 meters breaststroke for women, especially with Samantha Louisa Yeo in this field. So we're expecting her to push Christina Loh very hard in this race.
Exactly, we certainly are, Mark. And of course, we are also very much behind Samantha Yeo and Cheryl Lim from Singapore. We'll see what happens with them as they do their very, very best. Quan, Power Patako, like Mark said as well, definitely a swimmer to watch out for.
Thank you very much.
Also looking at the time of 1:10.49. That's Samantha Yeo's personal best, which she achieved at the recent Singapore National Swimming Championships. So here we go again with the women's 100 meters breaststroke.
Take your mark.
Rita Go of Malaysia in lane number 1, Xiang of Thailand in 2, Samantha Yeo of Singapore in 3, Christina Loh of Malaysia in lane number 4. It's both Samantha and Christina got off to a very good start. Chabunuch of Thailand in 5, Margarita of Indonesia in 6, Cheryl Lim of Singapore in 7, and Christina Kavita of Indonesia in lane number 1. Christina Loh, great starter, and she has breezed through this first 50 meters. She's in first spot at the moment. Samantha Yeo with a lot to do now to get back into it. The 2 ties, Salabluek and Power Patako in 2nd and 3rd spot respectively. It will be Salabluek who will be challenging Christina Loh. He's got a body length lead and maybe too much to recover. Coming home strong though is Samantha Yeo. You see her slowly picking up the pace now, just in front of Power Patako in bronze medal position at the moment. It will be Christina Loh. No one's going to catch her from here. Salabluek trying her very best to creep up on her as she gave it up too much in the first 50 meters, Christina Loh. Samantha Yeo's got a lot to do to hang on to 3rd spot at the moment with a very fast finish in Quah Patako, but it'll be Malaysia to retain the gold medal, this time in a different form than Christina Loh, and it'll be Quah Patako just edging out Samantha Louisa Yeo for the bronze medal, and yet again Singapore shut out of the medals for the 2nd time in this event, 2nd time in a row. There's your winner, Christina Loh, taking over from Ting, making sure that the title of breaststroke queen is kept in Malaysia.
Christina Lowe definitely living up to the hype, of course, taking in first. And we are, of course, going to move on to our very next event coming up. It's men's 100-meter breaststroke.
Samantha, you're 1:12.79. That's off her personal best time. And
Ladies
Sherilyn,
and gentlemen,
1:15.98, also off her personal best time.
Official result as displayed. Thank you.
All right, we'll be going for a quick commercial break. We'll be coming back for the men's 100-meter breaststroke right here at the 27th SEA Games at the Wonantikdi swimming pool. Wonantikdi Stadium. Welcome back to the Wonantikdi Stadium, of course. Here, the setting, of course, for the 27th SEA Games in Myanmar. We have, of course, the men's 100-meter breaststroke about to begin very shortly. The crowd looks all prepped and ready, of course, to cheer on their respective countrymen.
Well, I don't know, and I've never heard of any multi-sport event that has two victory ceremonies for the same race. This will be a first ever. Put it down as a milestone, perhaps. 2013 in Myanmar, the women's 100 meters freestyle, which had a victory ceremony yesterday, and today just one different swimmer on the podium. Big difference though is that it is a gold medal swimmer.
I think we both feel very, very sorry for Jasmine Alcalde, who actually bagged the gold yesterday. She managed a bronze today.
That's right, Quan maintaining her silver position, and well, we feel sorry for her. We also feel sorry for Amanda because she's had a medal snatched away as well. I don't know if Jasmine Alcalde would have given her medal back in the first place, and Amanda as well. But Nathanan Jongkrajang is the lucky recipient of the trigger-happy official judge and the technical glitch. It might not be the official actually, and the chief judge and the chief referee pulled the buzzer twice. It might be the buzzer in itself. We'll never know until the investigations continue. But what we do know is that the final result has changed significantly. From fourth to first, Nathanan Jongkrajang had a game face on today, and he's won her third 100 meters freestyle title and defended her crown from 2011. 5 gold medals at the last games in Palembang, 2 from 07 in Korat, 1 from 09. It's closing in on 10 individual gold medals already, Nathanan Jongkrajang.
Well, Quah Ting Nguyen, of course, adds to the 6 medal tally, so that makes 7 altogether at the start of the swimming championships right here, of course, for the SEA Games. And she adds a silver to that tally.
And in case you're keeping count, Singapore just need 24 medals of any color, 24 medals of any color to reach 200 medals since the turn of the century. That is quite an achievement for a dominant nation in the pool. So 24, you take away 7 and 8 plus the one that Danny Yeo earlier on won. So it's 16 more medals of any color to reach 200 medals since 2001.
Well, one swimmer we're definitely looking at that might help, of course, add to that tally or close the difference to that 200 medal mark, of course, will be Joseph Schooling, and he will be swimming later for us.
It'll be the first individual race that we'll see Schooling swim in, so a lot of interest in that. And that'll be the 200 meters individual medley, where he has totally decimated the field in Southeast Asia these past 12 months with his crazy times that he's clocked. In fact, in the heats, Vivian, he was about, what, 3.5 seconds quicker than his nearest opponent.
Then all the rest of the qualifiers, it's absolutely amazing. In fact, I can't wait to watch him swim the butterfly leg of the individual medley because he's only second to Michael Phelps in the USA. In the, of course, USA swimming all-time top 100 for his age group, 17 to 18. Michael Phelps clocked a time of 51.10. And he, of course, clocked 52.33.
That is in the 100 meters butterfly. And that swim, by the way, the 100 fly will be tomorrow night. Tonight, though, it's the 200 meters individual medley. Oh, we've had some trouble yesterday in getting the medalists ready for the victory ceremony. And it's been the same story so far as Nathanan Jongkrajang, Quah and Jasmine Al-Khaldi have come out for the women's 100 meters freestyle VC.
Now we are going to celebrate the victory ceremony for event number 103, women's 100-meter freestyle. The medals are going to be awarded by Dr. Ting member of Southeast Asian Games from Singapore.
Dr. Tan Eng Liang, the advisory board, the SNOC, it's hard to get as well, Singapore Olympic Foundation, and part of the advisory board members for the 2015 SEA Games for Chui staged in Singapore. He will be giving out the medals. There is Jasmine Al-Khaldi. Sympathies all around the stadium for her. Well, I know that Jasmine's going to be an optimist, and she's going to think, I finished 4th in 2011 and 2009. I've always been shut out of the medals in the 100 meters freestyle, but here I am finally on the podium receiving a medal. It might be a different color, but if we forget the race yesterday, it's still a medal that I've won in the 100 meters freestyle.
That's exactly right, Mark, but she certainly doesn't look as happy as she did yesterday. The smile on her face all gone as Jasmine Al-Khaldi walks away with a bronze.
Quah sent her teammate out to receive the medal yet again. She prepares herself for the 4x100 meters of freestyle relay, and Nathanan Jongkrajang will be there in person to receive that gold medal.
In just a short bit, we'll be looking at the men's 100-meter breaststroke, and very own Christopher Cheong from Singapore will be in that, of course. Ketin Nttapong as well will be competing. He, of course, got a silver yesterday for the 400-meter individual medley, just under Quah.
Quah Ting-wen, the sister of Quah Ting-wen.
Brother of Quah.
Quah Ting-wen, the sister, has just won her silver medal. And of course, a gold medal in her name from the 4x200 freestyle last night. She will be swimming as leg number 3 in the 4x100 freestyle a little later on. All right, let's get her moving now with the victory ceremony. They've got the medalists there, and they've been waiting forever for the presenters to come out with the mascots, medals. Finally, they're here, and we can get through with the official proceedings.
The bronze medalist, Jasmine Al-Khaldi, representing Philippines.
Gold to bronze in less than 24 hours. Jasmine Al-Khaldi.
The silver medalist.
They announced it that it's Dr. Tan Eng Liang was supposed to present the medals, but that is not him, so they've changed the medal presenter. That is not Quah Ting-wen, who is up there receiving the silver medal. It's the same color she won last night. This time she was chasing down not her teammate Amanda Lim in the final 50, but this lady, Nathanan Jongkrajang. Just when you thought her days were over, but the elder stateswoman, at the age of 27, wins another SEA Games title, and this is Thailand's first of the 2013 swimming competition. First time we're hearing the Thai national anthem in the aquatic complex. And once again, it's Nathanan Jongkrajang who contributed 5 gold medals to Thailand at the last games in Palembang in 2011 and winning her first in this edition.
The Thai supporters definitely pleased about that one. And we have photographers taking some final pictures before they clear the area to make way for the men's 100-meter breaststroke.
That will be the next race, of course, and as we give you a rundown, we've also got the 400 meters freestyle for women. Lynette Lim renewing her rivalry with Chui Lin. She missed out on it the last SEA Games. And then the men's 200 meters individual medley, all eyes trained on Joseph schooling. And the final event of the night is the 400 meters freestyle relay for women, where Singapore are hot favorites. Thailand perhaps the closest to be chasing them, led by that lady who's just won the 100 meters freestyle gold, Nathanan Jongkrajang.
Once again, we are here at the Wonatechdi Stadium, of course, for the 27th SEA Games held here in Myanmar. And the water is calm, of course, at this point in time. The calm before the storm, as they say. All set and ready for the men's 100-meter breaststroke that is coming up next. We have the likes of Ketin Nttapong, Joshua Hall, Matjur Romdoyos, of course, Gunawan Indra, Christopher Chong from Singapore, Yup Si Tuan, Dennis Tiwa, and Queen David.
It's going to be a hard ask for anyone to actually beat Ketin Nttapong, because he has been the fastest in this event for the longest time since his days swimming in the 2009 Asian Youth Games, where he won a couple of gold medals there. You knew that it was a special kid that was coming up, trained by Ratapong Srisanot, and he's just taken off from here, just following in the footsteps of his hero, his idol, his mentor, his coach. He is the defending champion in that event, the 21-year-old from Chiang Mai, trying to add on and hopefully give a little bit of a fight as well. Might not be too tired from that race in the 100 meters breaststroke to give a little bit of a fight to Joseph Schooling in the 200 meters individual medley, which Nttapong is also a part of. Okay, it's a one victory ceremony after another. This is the men's 100 meters freestyle, which was supposedly the first race of the night, but shifted off because of the re-swim in the women's 100 meters freestyle. So here are the medalists yet again, and this was a phenomenal swim, perhaps the best swim of the games that we've seen so far. Fauzi Triadi, the first Southeast Asian to go under 50 seconds, 49.99 seconds, smashing that SEA Games record by Daniel Bago, winning the gold medal, Indonesia's first since Richard Sembera's swan song in 2005.
Now he, of course, set the pace in the heats. He was the fastest qualifier with 51.21 seconds. He shattered that along with his own national record, which stood at 50.42 seconds, of course, at the Islamic Solidarity Games. Fauzi Triadi, a very deserving champion here for men's 100-meter freestyle.
The Indonesians have won this event more than any other country. 12 times now that they've won in the 100 meters freestyle for men. A lot of it is due to that Richard Sembera streak.
The bronze medalist,
7 times that Sembera has won this event. Danny Yeo relegated from second to third this time out. And Danny, of course, has got the 200 meters freestyle to defend the final day of swimming competition. And also being relegated to a lower position is Quan of Vietnam. Time not good enough, the defending champion settling for silver. And that swim from Fauzi Triadi will be shown again and again, not just in his home country, but it'll be on the highlights reel for any SEA Games that come after Myanmar 2013. 49.99 seconds.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem. Please be seated. Thank you.
Welcome back to the Wunateki Stadium course. Next event up is the men's 100-meter breaststroke. And we are going to see quite an exciting race, of course, with the likes of Ketin Nttapong, Joshua Hall, Matjo Ramdoyos, of course, Guna Wan Indra, our very own Christopher Cheong from Singapore, Yupsi Quan, Dennis Tiwa, and Hyun Devi.
Well, the gold and silver medalists from the last games. In fact, gold, silver, and bronze medalists from the last games are in the field. Nttapong, Matjo, and Indra Gunawan of Indonesia. So they will be hot favorites, but look out for the dark horse from Philippines. We don't know much about him. It'll be the first time that we'll be looking at Joshua Hall, who actually broke Miguel Molina's Filipino national record at the World Championships with a time of 1 minute 02.23 seconds. He's based in Wisconsin and says he's been clocking some very encouraging times heading to the games. Some times you'd like to watch out for. 4. Our national record is 1 minute 02.65 seconds. Parker Lam achieved that feat in Foshan in China in 2009 at the 8th Asian Swimming Championships. Christopher Chong's personal best time is 1:04.67. The TJC student will try to lower that, and the SEA Games record, of course, by Vietnam's submarine Nguyen U Viet, 1:01.60. He's since retired from the field at the age of 26, saying that there's a great group of young swimmers coming up, led by Ki Phuoc, of course, and he's happy to take the lead now, do more of the coaching, and allow the young swimmers to come through. So they're gathering the tankers and waiting for them to come out in this event where Nttapong is hot favorite to win. And he'll be looking at that 1:01.60 time from Nguyen U Viet. Try to lower it as much as he can.
Ketin Nttapong, of course, the defending champion, as Mark said, but the fastest qualifying time actually came from Matjio Ramdoyos from Thailand. Of course, he bagged a silver in the 2011 SEA Games, and he will be swimming in lane 4.
That's right, he's already got a silver and bronze in this event. 2011 second, a bronze from 2011 second spot, 2007 he won a bronze. He was 8th in 2005 as well. Nttapong was 8th himself in 2009. He was very tired going into the 100 meters breaststroke, but first at the last games in Palembang. Here is the start list. Divian Naya will be taking us through this race. And it's strange that despite the domination of Singapore, we haven't found a swimmer yet to win in the 100 meters breaststroke. Singapore have not won a medal in this event since 1999. Daniel Liu won a silver that year. And in fact, in hard press, we haven't won a gold medal in this event since 1989. Ng Yue Ming, and that is the only ever gold medalist for Singapore in the 100 meters breaststroke. As I said, it's hard to fathom. It's a head-scratching moment why this is the Achilles heel in Singapore swimming whenever it comes to the SEA Games.
Here in lane 1, of course, we will see Yup Si Tuan, who came in second for the first Southeast Asian Games swimming championships last year as well. 7th for the SEA Games last year. Lane 2, our very own Christopher Chung from Singapore, bronze at the second Asian Youth Games. Personal best of 1:04.67. Coming in lane 3, of course, from Indonesia, Gunawan Indra, who got a bronze for the 2011 SEA Games, a silver in 2009, and he's actually served a 3-month suspension earlier this year after registering positive for a drug test at the 2013 Asian Indoor Games. The fastest qualifying time comes from Matjio Ramdoyos, the personal best of 1:03.27. In lane 5, Joshua Hall, Philippines, the dark horse, as Mark said, set the national record for 50 meters breast in the World Championships at Barcelona, Spain. Ketin Nttapong, here, of course, is the favorite to win, the defending champion as well. Dennis Tiwa from Indonesia comes from the University of Jakarta. He came in 3rd for the Southeast Asian Swimming Championships last year. And Huyen Thevy replacing, of course, Nguyen U Viet, the SEA Games record holder from Vietnam. Swimmers getting ready on the starting blocks, warming up as we wait for the buzzer to go off. There you can see U Viet, of course, Nguyen with the meet record of 1:01.6. We've got the swimmers off in the water right now. We'll see who emerges first, of course, in a very, very quick start from lane 3, Gunawan Indra. It looks like there's a bit of a false start there.
The buzzer went off twice again. It's the second time, and that's the reason why it's incurred the wrath of the audience here at the aquatic complex. Once again, a malfunction in the buzzer. The starter's buzzer is not behaving.
We have, I think, in lane 8, Huyen Thevy, who's swimming his heart out, still not realized yet. that there is a bit of a false start.
I didn't see, I don't think I've seen a false start. I think it's a malfunction again. Just like what we saw last night in the 100 meters freestyle for women. It might be, we'll have a look and we'll have confirmation from the officials, you know, all the technical officials, but this time at least that extra whistle was blown by the chief referees, ensuring that the swimmers don't complete the first lap. Once they go past that first lap, the race is on already. There we go. It's a malfunction. That's the reason why they're testing that buzzer out now.
Well, it's a good thing they're not going to an awards ceremony. No medals are being given out at this point in time, so the swimmers will be realigning themselves for a proper start this time, hopefully.
Well, we heard an announcement that there's lane 7 being called. That's the lane assignment for Dennis Tiwa. We hope that it is not a false start, but I didn't see any false start at all off the blocks. It really was a malfunction. But we'll have a look again at the starting blocks, and once they go up, there's one missing, and there certainly will be a false start. There we go, all 8 of them back at the starting block. So it was a malfunction, and they'll have to test it all over again, which just eats up on the time. We certainly hope that we can meet and finish this second day of competition. Since you're staying with us, we certainly hope we can finish all the races here, because we still have a lot more to cover after this. And the last thing we want is to sign ourselves off before the 4x100 meters freestyle relay because of the lack of time, because of the equipment malfunction here at the Aquatic Center. Because Singapore have got a very good chance of winning a gold medal in that event. We hope that it will stay long enough as well for the 200 meters individual medley, because everybody wants to see Joseph Schooling swim. Okay, we're back on it. Well, no, that's the test. I think the swimmers here as well getting very impatient because they've limbered themselves up well, and it's not helping them. No, them being out in the open, just inside the water. They've dried themselves up a bit, but you need to be as warmed up as possible before you take that plunge.
Exactly, and it also definitely affects their psyche, Mark, because when you're just about ready and prepped for the race, you're in a certain zone, and if something goes wrong, it takes you out of that place, and it becomes very difficult to get back in that.
It's also a discipline which requires quite a bit of agility. Breaststroke, the form in itself, especially with the leg kicks. So,
Are you ready?
well, there we go. Everyone's nodding across and saying, yes, we are ready. And I think the crowd, more than the swimmers, are ready to see a race.
They definitely are, Mark. Swimmers, of course, are taking their positions at this point of time. Hopefully, everything will go smoothly. No more malfunctions. No more double buzzers.
Let's give you the lane assignments again. Yapsi Tuan of Malaysia in 1, Christopher Cheong of Singapore in 2, Indra Gunawan in 3, Radomyos Macho in 4, Joshua Hall of Philippines in 5, Ketin Nttapong in 6, Dennis Tiwa of Indonesia in 7, and Huyen Tervi of Vietnam in lane 8.
Swimmers are off one more time. And same as we saw before in lane 3, of course, Gunawan Indra with a very strong start, pulling ahead from the crowd, half a body length away already. Very good strokes, and he is pulling through, making the best of the glides from the leg kicks. Of course, we have coming up in second, moving very close to him, Matjo Ramdoyos, of course, from Thailand, and they're going to bounce off the wall at this point in time. Coming up first from Indonesia, Gunawan. Second, Matjo from Thailand. Ketin Nttapong managing third at this point in time, hopefully trying to pull closer for a bit of a finish. But just beside him, Joshua Hall lagging further behind, still holding the lead. Gunawan Indra, of course, will be trying to fend off his position from Matjo Ramdoyos from Thailand. It's a bit of a tight finish at this point in time. Thailand and Indonesia vying for the gold, and it will be Thailand, of course, pulling through. What a finish, just by the edge of his skin. Pulls it through with 1:03.06, steals the win away.
Well, we expected a tie victory in this. We just didn't expect the form that it came from. Radomyos Matjo winning the gold medal. And Ketin Nttapong having to settle out of the medal positions. That is a surprise. He's in 4th spot. And now he'll be hungrier in the 200 meters individual medley, which might not be good news for Joseph Schooling at all. But still, it is a brilliant swim from Radomir Smadjo. Indra Gunawan went out way too quickly, I thought. Didn't keep pace with himself. And off the turn of the wall, you could see Radomir slowly creeping up on him, loosening his ankles a lot more as he went through the strokes. Way past Gunawan. Round about this stage, he caught up with Gunawan, and then the glide home, just that power and that slam on the wall, which got him the gold medal.
But what a swim as well from Joshua Hall from lane 5. The dark horse, of course, he pulled in and closed the gap. And if there was another 15 meters, he might have stolen it away as well from Gunawan Indra from Indonesia.
It's all about pacing, Joshua. So the longest distance that we've had so far in Southeast Asian Games swimming from 2013 is going to take place next, and this is where Lynette Lim renews her rivalry with Choi Lin. Really, in the field of 8, I don't see anyone coming close to those two, especially this year. The best times of 2013 have been clocked by them. Maybe Nguyen Thi Vien of Vietnam might have a shout in that. She is in lane number 7. She's already a double gold medalist at these games, having won in the 200 meters individual medley and 200 back. There she is in 7. Rachel Singh is in lane 6, but Lynette Lim and Choi Lin, at least they can have a look at what each other are doing. They're in lanes 3 and 4 respectively. Winners of the last 3 games have all dropped below the 4:20 mark.
Representing Malaysia.
In fact, in 2009, 4 of them dropped below 4:20. The first 4. Nadia of Indonesia in lane number 1.
Vietnam.
Nguyen Thi Vien actually is in lane number 2.
Representing Singapore.
Lynette Lim of Singapore, silver medalist in this event in 2009. She is in lane 3.
Lane 4.
Choi Lin, gold medalist of 07 and 09, silver in 2011. She's in lane 4.
Lane 5. Representing
Benjapon Srivamompong of Thailand, 5th in 2011, 7th in 2009. She looked very good leading the 4x200 meters freestyle relay team yesterday. She's in 5. Rachel Singh of Flesian is in lane number 6. 6th at the Southeast Asian Swimming Championships. Reina Saumi of Indonesia. Well, actually it's Famurawanti of Indonesia who is in lane number 7. And there is a scratch in the field. That's the reason why the lane assignments have changed. It's a last-minute scratch from Rizako of Malaysia. So Myanmar has got a representative in the final. Suzanne will try to keep pace with this as much as possible.
And we see Choi Lin, of course, with the meet record and the hot favorite. And like Mark said, of course, we will be watching very closely between the 2 swimmers from Malaysia and Singapore, Lynette Lim and Choi Lin.
Let's not forget as well, Nguyen Thi Vien. She might be just sneaking into medal position. 3 best times so far in 2013. Lynette Lim, fastest amongst the Southeast Asians, 4 minutes 14.76 seconds. That was achieved at the World Championships. And Nguyen Thi Vien's 4:16.46 was achieved when she won the Southeast Asian Age Group Championships. That's the 2nd fastest time this year. And Choi Lin with a time of 4 minutes 17.73 seconds, which was achieved when she won the Malaysian Open, the 3rd fastest. Oh, we go.
The crowd obviously displeased at this point of time. Nothing seems to be going right. Once again, a bit of a technical difficulty and more time wasted as well.
The worry here, of course, is that we will run out of telecast time and we can't get through that 200 meters individual medley featuring Joseph Schooling and the 4x100 meters freestyle relay, which Lynette Lim is slated for. And that is the final race of the night.
Everyone is waiting to watch Joseph Schooling, of course, even the Army.
They're all set and ready to go now, hopefully.
Take your mark.
They got off cleanly, quickly. Reina Salmi of Indonesia is in lane 1. Nguyen Tian Vien of Vietnam in lane 2. Lynette Lim of Singapore in 3. Hu Chai Lin, the hot favorite from Malaysia, in 4. Benjapon Srivanomthon of Thailand in 5. Rachel Singh of Singapore in 6. Nadia of Indonesia in lane number 7. And Suzanne of Myanmar is in lane number 8. They're all in a straight line at the moment. Not a clear leader in sight yet, although it'll be Tian Vien of Vietnam who'll turn in first place. And actually it's Srivanomthon who's turned in first place in lane number 5, just ahead of Tian Vien. And Lynette Lim of Singapore in lane number 3. She'll be keeping a very close eye. She's in a perfect position actually, because the two closest rivals, Tian Vien and Hu Chai Lin, swimming side by side with her. So after the first 100 meters, it'll be the Vietnamese queen and Lynette Lim who'll be touching home first, and Hu Chai Lin, who's usually stronger over the final 200 meters, is slowly creeping her way back into the race, currently in 4th position, turning almost side by side at the moment. Tian Vien and Lynette Lim, 0.08 seconds behind Srivanomthon, is in 3rd position, having turned in first after 50.49 seconds behind Tian Vien. Breathing is good from Lynette as well, because she can actually look to her sides. And if she looks to her right at the moment, she can see what Tian Vien is doing from Vietnam. The dark horse in this race, the lady who's slated to swim in a lot of individual events. Now she only has this one individual event tonight, so she can give her all in the 400 meters freestyle. Lynette will turn in first place now, just ahead of Tian Vien. Srivanomthon still ahead of Hu Chai Lin. And currently Rachel Singh of Singapore in 5th position. Hu Chai Lin of Malaysia, of course, silver medalist at the last games to Natanan Jungkrajang, a double gold medalist already in 07 and 09. She was 5th in the Asian Championships as well in the Selangor last. She swam 4 minutes 23.67 seconds at the World Championships. And at that World Championships, it's this lady who's currently in the lead who swam the fastest amongst the Southeast Asians, Lynette Lim. So slightly ahead. In fact, they turned together then, Nguyen and Lim. 4 minutes 14.76 seconds, very quick time. The national record is 4 minutes 11.24 seconds, achieved by Lynette at the 2009 SEA Games. That was only good enough though for a silver medal behind Hu Chai Lin. Tian Vien is slowly building up a 1 body length lead now over Lynette. It's just trying to pace herself much better now. Chai Lin at the moment is dropping way off, 0.75 seconds ahead. Some good lap from Nguyen. Lynette Lim is struggling to maintain that silver position as Srivanomthon slowly creeps into that position. She's always been shut out of the medals in this event, Srivanomthon. Around about an average of 83 strokes per minute that Tian Vien is swimming at the moment, as compared to the average of 71.5 strokes per minute that Srivanomthon is swimming, and Srivanomthon is currently in 2nd position. Lynette Lim is lagging behind. She's got some work to do now. 2 body lengths behind Nguyen Tian Vien. Srivanomthon slowly creeping up, doing superbly well. That's the turn of the Myanmarese. A lot of pictures will be on her. Suzanne, she's in lane number 8. And at the moment, Rachel Singh's doing well to actually come up strong. It's Srivanomthon who's come up strong in the last 50 meters to actually take the lead over Tian Vien. 0.46 second lead as well. Lynette now over 2 seconds off the pace. A lot of catching up to do. Benjapon Srivanomthon heading home strong in the 400 meters freestyle for women. That is the SEA Games record. It's not put up there. It's 4:10.75 by Hu Chai Lin, and it will be 4:14.23 out of the SEA Games record. But Benjapon Srifanonton has 1 goal for Thailand. Lynette Lim will have to settle for a bronze medal. Nguyen Tian Vien with her first defeat in these SEA Games in her 3rd individual event. A silver medal for her. And I believe Rachel Singh has come on in 4th position. That's very disappointing for Koo Chai Lin, who was a hot favourite going into this race. There is your gold medalist. It has been a very good night for Thailand so far in day 2 of competition. Their 3rd gold medal won tonight. Benjapon Srifanonton replicating the feats of Nathanan Junkrajang in the 100 meters freestyle, as well as Radamos Matyo in the 100 meters breaststroke for men.
Of course, Benjapon takes it home with a goal at 4:14. Tian Vien was holding pace but did not manage to finish quite as quickly as Benjapon. Of course, 4:16, and our very own Lynette Lim settles for a bronze with 4:21.
Let's give a big congratulations to Rachel Singh as well. 4:22.17. She's in 4th position. That is a personal best time for the Reflection. Well done indeed. The 200 meters individual medley featuring Joseph Schooling is coming up shortly. Stand by for that.
Malaysia Nangama, Dugan me Angsa Winji, Mr. Kai Jamal Ludinga, Paya Makibare, Malaysia.
Ladies and gentlemen, now we are going to celebrate the victory ceremony for event number 202, Women's 100-meter breaststroke. The medals are going to be awarded by Mr. Kai Jamaluddin, Minister for Ministry of Youth and Sports from Malaysia. Thank you.
Thanks for keeping it with us here, of course, at the Wunnatekdi Stadium for the swimming finals, of course, at the 27th SEA Games here in Myanmar. It is Mark Richmond and Divya Nai, of course, and we are just about to witness the prize ceremony, the medal ceremony for the women's 100-meter breaststroke. Coming up very shortly, of course, is an event that we're all looking forward to, the men's 200-meter individual medley that will feature the star from Singapore, Joseph Schooling. Here we have for the women's 100-meter breaststroke.
Well, they came very close, Malaysia, to a first gold medal last night, didn't they, in the 4x200 meters freestyle relay for men. They were just picked at the post by Team Singapore's quartet. But here they are in the 100 meters breaststroke with their first gold medal of swimming at the 27th SEA Games.
That, of course, belongs to Christina Loh from Malaysia. There was a lot of hype from her, of course. And she's managed to convert that all into a gold medal.
And in case you've just joined us, I can tell you that Singapore was shut out of the medals in this race. Samantha Yeo finishing in 4th spot. This despite holding bronze medal position after the first 50 meters. The two Thais winning silver and bronze, but Christina Loh keeps the crown in Malaysia, a crown which has been owned by Xiao Yi Ting in 2009 and 2011. Not the best of days so far for Singapore in the pool. A silver medal from Quan in the 100 meters freestyle. And then Danny Yeo with the bronze in the 100 meters freestyle. And of course, at bronze, which was achieved by Lynette Lim a few minutes ago, the women's 400 meters freestyle. Fiangkan Patako, silver medalist in the 200 meters individual medley yesterday, and now a bronze medalist today in the 100 meters breaststroke. Shavanuj Salupluek of Thailand, bronze in 2011, now Nice little improvement to silver.
Representing Malaysia.
And
Young
gold medalist
Christina
was a silver
Low.
medalist at the last games. And with the retirement of Ting, she has nicely stepped into the throne. Christina Low, the gold medalist from Malaysia. Malaysia's first goal in swimming in 2013 SEA Games.
ကျေးဇူးပြုမတ်တရပေးပါရှင်
Please rise for the national anthem. Please be seated. Thank you.
It's Mark Richmond and Devian Naya, of course, taking you through swimming right here at the Wonateki Stadium for the 27th SEA Games here in Myanmar. The next event is something that we've all got our eyes on, the men's 200-meter individual medley featuring the likes of Joseph Schooling. Ketin Nttapong, of course, from Thailand will also be in this race. But first, of course, the victory ceremony for the men's 100-meter breaststroke.
Well, they can go through with the 100 meters breaststroke victory ceremony because Ketin Nttapong was shut out of the medals and he couldn't get into that zone that he's usually used to know of. And he is readying himself for the 200 meters individual medley, which is the next race. But the 100 meters breaststroke for men, part of what has been a treble for Thailand tonight in day 2 of competition. Another gold medal for the Thais. But who has delivered it? comes as something of a slight shock. Radamios Matjo, no more playing second fiddle in this event. He's been second once in 2011, third in 2007. So now to add to that collection of medals, the golden color has come.
Event
203, men's 100-meter breaststroke. Bronze medalist representing Philippines, Dojo Hall.
His debut at the SEA Games, and it's quite a good one. Although he left it a little too late to catch up with the rest of the
The
field.
silver medalist representing
Piercing home goal
Indonesia,
ahead of
Indra
Nttapong
Gunawan.
to ensure that he's part of the medals. He was leading by quite a lot, almost a body length ahead of Radamios Matjo at the turn, the 50-meter mark, but he went off too quickly. This man, though, paced himself superbly well, and that's the reason why the color around his neck is gold, to add to the feat of his teammates Benjapon Srifamonton and Nathanan Jongkrajang, who've all won gold for Thailand tonight.
Please be seated. Thank you.
And as they clear the stadium and area, of course, final pictures to be taken. We are making way for the men's 200-meter individual medley. One of the highlights of today's swimming events.
Ratapong Srisanont made this his own, 4 wins, which is the most in this event. Miguel Molina had a 3-in-a-row achievement from 2005 to 2009. The Philippines and Thailand have won the last 7 editions of this race. It's either gone to a Filipino or a Thai. The last time Singapore won a gold medal in the 200 meters individual medley was way back in 1985. The man who won it is at the pool today, watching over the swimmers as coach. David Lim is his name. 28 years since our last gold medal in the 200 IM. But Joseph Schooling is used to ending droughts. At the last SEA Games, he ended a 36-year drought by winning in the 200 meters butterfly. Let's see if he can do it again. If he swims to anywhere near the potential that he has, he is going to crack the SEA Games record and send it throwing out of Myanmar and the rest of Southeast Asia to another planet altogether. Because he is that quick. He's the only Southeast Asian to go below the 2-minute mark. The time of 1:59.79. 1:59.99, I should say, achieved at the World Championships in Barcelona, where he qualified for the semi-finals of the event. That time of 1:59.99 has placed him as the 10th fastest swimmer in Asia.
Also in the lineup, Tran Dui Khoi from Vietnam, who won a bronze in the 400-meter individual medley yesterday. Will be competing, of course, in lane 2 today.
We'll see how tired Nttapong is as well from his earlier swim. Schooling, as we mentioned earlier, the fastest qualifier. He took it easy at the heats, but still he was the fastest qualifier by almost 3 seconds? Almost over 3 seconds faster than any of the rivals in the pool. He was second in this event in 2011, Schooling. Going through the lane assignments, Phan Giaman of Vietnam, 8th in the 200 meters backstroke last night. He's in 1. Tran Dui Khoi, who's got the 3rd fastest time in Southeast Asia this year. He's in lane number 2. He was 3rd in the Asian Youth Games. Matt Lewis Navata, who was 4th in the 400 meters individual medley yesterday. He's in lane number 3. Here he comes, Joseph Issac Schooling. Already a gold medalist in these games in the 4x200 meters freestyle relay. This his first individual event. Fastest in Southeast Asia this year by a country state. Nisit Chandrakulfong of Thailand is in lane number 5. He was third at the ASEAN Schools Games. Here is the defending champion, silver medalist from 2009, disappointing earlier on in the 100 meters breaststroke, Ketin Nttapong in lane 6. Indonesia's Rodrik Luhur is in lane number 7. The last Indonesian gold medalist in this event came in 1997. Felix Sutanto achieved that. Vernon Lee of Malaysia in lane number 8. The Malaysians have never won gold in this event. It'll be a tough ask though from him. He'll be looking at his own national record, which is set by the injured Ian Barr. The times to watch out for: 1:59.99, Joseph Schooling's national record, and the SEA Games record 2:02.90. He'll go out quick in the butterfly, and he's got to maintain a lead in the breaststroke leg, which is probably the weakest of his disciplines so far. Good start off the blocks by Joseph Schooling straight away with the butterfly kicks, making sure already that he gets a head start amongst all the teammates, making sure as well. I mean, this is perfect technique in the butterfly, but he doesn't want to explode out too very quickly. He needs to maintain that form. What he's done so very well over the last 2 years, despite muscleizing himself, as he likes to call it, and also bulking up, is the fact that he's paced himself so very well, especially in this event. Going into the backstroke leg, he's way ahead, 1.18 seconds ahead of Navasa of the Philippines. Tran Dui Khoi of Vietnam is in third spot at the moment. Dui Khoi actually looks for the breaststroke leg to actually keep up and catch up on his rivals, and that's where Nttapong also makes his money. Joseph Schooling, if he gets a good enough lead, and how about this for a lead now? It's almost, what, 3 body lengths over his nearest rival, which is Chandrakulfong of Thailand in lane number 5, and in lane number 2, Dui Khoi of Vietnam. Schooling turns in first position. Look at the time on the clock, 2.53 seconds ahead of Tran, and then in third spot at the moment is Navata. But this is where he trails a little bit as he maintains his lead in the breaststroke leg. We know it's going to be gold coming home for Joseph Schooling. Ketin Nttapong, it's money for him in the breaststroke, but it's way too big a lead to trim. Joseph Schooling has lost the lead a little bit by a few body lengths, but when it comes to the freestyle leg, there won't be any competition left for him. He is very good with his finishing stroke as well. Here we go, the final 50 meters. This is the kind of Schooling we like, the Joseph kind of Schooling. He goes bursting home, reaching out, way ahead of his rivals. Look at the clock as well, 2:02.90 is the SEA Games record. Joseph Schooling is gunning for that. He is trying to dip below 2 minutes again. Can he do it? Joseph Schooling is going to break the SEA Games record. He's not going to go below 2 minutes, but it's 2 minutes 0.82 seconds. His first individual race and his first individual gold medal. Joseph Issac Schooling, JIS, just incredibly superb.
That is, of course, incredible. Joseph Schooling schooling everyone. The rest of his competitors in the 200-meter individual medley finishing strong. One of the biggest gaps I think we've seen so far right here at the SEA Games for swimming.
3 seconds, almost 3 seconds ahead of his nearest rivals. And he doesn't lower his very own national record, but he owns another SEA Games record to add to that that he knows of and owns already in the 200 meters butterfly. Joseph Schooling ends a 28-year drought. It's Singapore's first gold medal since David Lim, and it's their first gold medal in the second day of competition in the SEA Games in swimming for Team Singapore. And hopefully that'll give them the impetus for the 4x100 meters freestyle relay squad to actually go through and win the gold medal in their race too.
Event number 205, men's 200-meter medley. Official result as displayed.
Well, he came here looking for 6 gold medals, and he's well on track. He might be pushed hard by the Malaysians in the 4x100 meters freestyle tomorrow, and also on the final day by the Indonesians in the 4x100 meters medley relay. But individual-wise, he might have a clean sweep, Joseph Schooling, at these games.
Absolutely incredible, as expected. Of course, Joseph Schooling brings home a gold, the first gold for Singapore that we've had today. We're going to move on to the women's 4x100 freestyle relay that will feature the likes of Amanda, Lynette, Ting, and of course, Mylene from Singapore.
Mylene Ong, part of the squad that won in 2011. In fact, this is the same quartet that won in 2009 and holds the SEA Games record, the 2009 record. And that record stands at 3 minutes 23.22 seconds.
Well, hopefully we'll have enough broadcast time to showcase this race. Hopefully there is a medal ceremony.
Only Thailand, Indonesia and Singapore have won this event. And a win here from Singapore will take them past Thailand for most wins in this event. Both are actually tied at 7 wins each.
ပွဲစဉ်206အမျိုးသမီးမီတာ100မြောက်4ယောက်လွန်းပြန်အလွတ်ကူပြိုင်ပွဲ
Event number 206, women's 4x100-meter freestyle relay.
So here we go with the final event, the second day of swimming competition. 400 meters freestyle relay for women. Singapore, red hot favorites. Perhaps the Thais, like they did last night in the 800 meters freestyle relay, push them slightly, ever so slightly. But it seems like a nailed-on victory for Singapore. You just have to watch themselves when they take off the blocks during the changeovers that disqualification doesn't happen. But it needs an incident of that proportion to deny them of a gold medal, it seems. Thailand, second in the last 2 games. Jiexian starts things off. Nathanan finishes it off. Benjapon will swim in the second leg. Here come the Myanmaris, who used to have a very good 100 meters freestyle swimmer in the form of Motu Ong in the early part of the century. The Indonesians go in lane number 4. Ressa goes first. Katriana, second leg swimmer. And then the Malaysians come in lane number 5.
Representing Malaysia.
Sad to see them scratch yesterday.
Nadia Adriana Ranzago, Hailing Ho, lane 6, representing Singapore.
Here we go, Singapore lasses.
Ji-Won Quay, Sai Queen Amanda Lim, Chao Bing Mylene Ong, Shu-En Lynette Lim. Thank you.
Mylene will go third, and just like they did yesterday, because of the exertions of Lynette in an earlier race in the 400 meters freestyle, she will be their final leg swimmer to give her as much rest time as possible. There we go, 3:45.73 is the game's record, set in 2009. And it will be Quah silver medalist earlier on in the 100 meters freestyle swimming in the first leg, and she's up against the Thais and Jiexian Seah, who also swam in the 100 meters freestyle earlier on. In fact, she finished in 5th position. Swimming first for Indonesia will be Ressa. And we've got Hui for Malaysia side by side with Ting. Singapore isn't expect getting off to a stormer of a start with Jiexian Seah, as we all know, is very quick as well. The first 50 meters, 0.04 lead for Quah over Jiexian. Indonesia turning in 3rd place at the moment, as the Malaysians, Hui, who's more of a butterfly specialist, slowly catching up on them. Quah slightly ahead, half a body length ahead of Jiexian. They've got such a strong squad, this one. All of them just a second apart from each other, their personal best times. Ting, Amanda, Mylene and Lynette. So you're talking about consistency, you're talking about times that are close to one another. That's the reason why they'll win you look at the others in the race, you've got Thailand, about 2-3 seconds difference between Natanan Junkrajang, her personal best to that of Ketin Nttapong. So it's where Singapore would win, strength in numbers, as they say. Going down as the second leg swimmer, Amanda, who must be very disappointed after being shut out of the medals. A bronze medal last night in the 100 meters freestyle. They had to re-swim it earlier on today, and she finished outside of the medals this time out. She turns in first place going into her final 50, just ahead of the Thais. And it is Benjapon Sripamonton, who's just won in the 400 meters freestyle, who's the second leg swimmer. Malaysians have got Erica in the pool for them. They're in fourth position at the moment, with the Indonesians in second position. Katriana, who just missed out on the 100 meters freestyle, failing to qualify for the finals. But Amanda will touch first, and Mylene in her first race of these games in 2013, part of the squad, of course, in 2011 and 2009, hoping for her third gold medal in the 4x100 meters freestyle relay, third in a row. She goes in next. She's got a personal best time of 57.17 seconds. Well, a season's best time at least. So it's Mylene in the pool, and she needs to give a good lead for the Singaporeans against Ketin Nttapong, heading to the final leg, because Lynette Lim will be up against the 100 meters freestyle champion from Thailand, Natanan Junkrajang. At the moment, 2 body lengths is quite a good enough lead, 1.39 seconds ahead of the Thais, with Indonesia in third place and Malaysia in fourth place. Now she's pulling away. Great loping strokes, that one from Mylene. There we go. Not as choppy as her opponents from Thailand, but loping, making sure that she gets as little drag as possible from the pool, as close as possible to the surface of the water, handing it over to Lynette Lim for the final leg. This might be a very close, very close lead. Is it a big enough lead though? Lynette Lim and her exertions recently. Here comes Natanan Junkrajang. She is catching up already on Lynette Lim. This might be a shocker if Thailand win it here. Singapore and Lynette Lim at the moment trying to hang on to first place, but it's Natanan Junkrajang already making up so much ground for Thailand. Remember, only Thailand, Indonesia and Singapore have won this event, both currently tied at 7 wins each, Thailand and Singapore. It's Thailand who've turned in first place. Lynette with a lot to do in the final 50 meters. She needs to push. She needs to increase in the kicking power right now. Lynette Lim trying to come home strong against Natanan Junkrajang, the winner of the women's 100 meters freestyle earlier on. Junkrajang looks to be in very good form, and Singapore looks like it's too little, too late. What a shock this is. 3:45.73. I don't think the SEA Games record will be threatened, but Singapore's dominance in this event has been taken down by the Thais. The shock of the night. Singapore, despite leading for 3/4 of this race, lose out in the end as Natanan Junkrajang storms her way through in the final leg with a superb swim to take the gold medal for Thailand. What a night it has been for Thailand. Now, instead of Singapore winning 8 in this event, it's Thailand who've got 8, and they're the most winning nation as far as the 4x100 meters freestyle for women is concerned. But what a night it has been for Thailand in day 2 of competition. 4 gold medals now. They're right up there with Singapore as far as the gold medal count has been for swimming. And Natanan Junkrajang it is, the 100 meters freestyle champion, who takes it home, having a body length lead, a deficit of a body length lead to make up. She quickly did it in the first 50 meters and maintained and even pulled away in the final 50 for that gold medal on a harvest of a night for the Thais. And Singapore leaving the pool disappointed, having to settle for silver. They're not used to silver in this event, but they have to settle for it this time round.
You can see the smiles on the faces, of course, from the Thai team. But of course, Lynette Lim does not share that happiness. And here we have the final results. Thailand coming in first, 3:47.66, 2 seconds off the SEA Games record. Singapore very close, 3:49. Indonesia with a bronze, of course, with 3:55. Malaysia.
Well, as we said yesterday, well, it was true to form. And this didn't go via the form book, that's for sure. Thailand, a body length behind and winning it by a body length, all thanks to Natanan Junkrajang in the final leg. And we thought that Singapore was going to win it. They had a quartet that can take down any side in Asia. They couldn't though. It's only a silver for the women's in the 4x100 meters freestyle.
it's Divya and I and Mark Richmond, of course, coming to the end of our swimming events here at the Wunnatingdi swimming pool for the 27th SEA Games here in Myanmar in Naypyidaw.
Well, we'll try to push as much as possible to see Joseph Schooling receive his gold medal in the 200 meters individual medley. As I said, push as much as possible in our telecast time. And that is Singapore's only gold medal on what has been quite a barren night so far. In this 400 meters freestyle, Lynette had a sniff of it. She was leading after 150 meters ahead of Nguyen of Vietnam, but then a very fast charging in Japon 3-for-1 is clinching the goal ahead of the Vietnamese and the Singaporean who start to settle for a bronze. And it's a disappointing night for Lynette because she had to settle for silver in the 4x100 meters freestyle relay in the race that just finished.
Here we see the backdrop, of course, for the podium positions, and Mark, I have to say I'm very distracted by that owl swimming over there.
I can tell you one thing, he will not come close to Joseph Schooling.
No, definitely not.
Especially the way Joseph swam earlier on. He looks to be in fine form. We were a little bit worried with him having swum a lot of races this year, having the circuit in the USA, and then peaking. He was in brilliant condition when he was at the World Championships in Barcelona, but he took some time off to head over to Phuket before coming down to Myanmar, just to ensure that his conditioning was done perfectly right.
And you could definitely see it through the race as well as he pulled away and maintained the distance between his closest rival. In fact, I think they would probably have to extend that board over there that you see to include Joseph Schooling.
The thing with Joseph as well is that if he had been pushed a little bit more, perhaps by Ketin Nttapong in the final leg of the freestyle, he might have taken down his national record. But he did take down the SEA Games record. In fact, taken down by quite a lot. He's taken it to Planet Extraordinary now. Still waiting for the swimmers to arrive for the women's 400 meters freestyle. Benjafon Sriphawonthorn was involved in the Thai win in the 4x100 meters freestyle relay. So it's a different channel that they go through because they have to go through doping before coming out on the other side, which is the entrance for the victory ceremony. So someone's got to be escorting them all the way through, and that person's probably lost. Benjafon, Nguyen Tian Vien. Lynette Lim's another one who's just swam as well, so they need to pick out those two from the last swim to receive their medals.
Exactly, but once again, of course, we're waiting for the victors to take their positions for the women's 400 meter freestyle, and it's feeding time for the photographers.
Should be all set and ready now for the women's 400 meters freestyle. The swimmers coming out slowly to receive their medals. It's easy to say that they could have brought on the men's 200 meters individual medley winners first, but it requires a lot of admin work, not just in the background, but also the switching of flags.
I love the music, Mark. It's like the swimmers are going to swing in from a vine. The Wunnatingdi swimming pool, of course, the setting for the 27th SEA Games here in Myanmar 2013. And we will have many more exciting races coming up in the following days as well.
Please report. Please report to the award ceremony. The swimmer from Vietnam, Thi-An Vien Nguyen, please report to the awarding
they've
ceremony.
Found the swimmers who just swam, but they've lost the one who didn't. Nguyen Tian Vien, so it'll take another 5 minutes here for the victory ceremony for the women's 400 meters freestyle.
Perhaps they're enjoying themselves replenishing with Mama instant noodles.
tell you what, now that we have time in between this, as I said, it'll be probably about 3 minutes before they come out for the victory ceremony. Let's have a recap of the races tonight. The women's 100 meters freestyle was re-swum. Surprisingly, it's the first time ever it's happened in the SEA Games due to a technical glitch the night before. And poor old Jasmine Alcalde, who won the gold medal last night, had to settle for bronze this time. Quah Ting Nguyen's medal color didn't change from last night. She was a silver medalist earlier on. Natanan Jungkrajang, in fine form throughout tonight. She won the gold medal in the 100 meters freestyle for women. Then the men took to the pool in quite an extraordinary swim from Fauzi Triadi. He won the gold medal in a SEA Games record of 49.99 seconds, the first Southeast Asian to go below 50 seconds. Danny Yo clinched a bronze medal in that. Defending champion Hoang Ki Phuoc of Vietnam came in the second spot. And then the 100 meters breaststroke for women, Singapore shut out of the medals, unfortunately. Samantha Yo finishing only in 4th position. The winner of that event went to Christina Low of Malaysia, with Quan Patako of Thailand finishing in 3rd spot, and Shavanuk Salupluek of Thailand in 2nd spot. And then the 100 meters breaststroke for men, that went to Radamyos Matjo. What a day it has been for Thailand, hasn't it? Joshua Hall of the Philippines in 3rd position. Indra Gunawan, who led for the first half of the race, finishing only in 3rd. The 400 meters freestyle for women went in the form of Venjapon Sripamonthon. She won the gold medal, and it was ahead of Lynette Lim, who finished in bronze medal, and Nguyen Tian Vien could clinch only silver. Her first silver of these games, having won 2 golds last night. Big up as well to Rachel Singh, who broke her personal best in finishing in 4th place ahead of Koo Chai Lin. The men's 200 meters individual medley, Joe Schooling. We were screaming "Go low, Joe" from the start, and he did, breaking a SEA Games record, not lowering his national record though. He won on a canter and finishing in 2nd spot. In that race, way behind the rest of the field, was Tran Duy Khoi of Vietnam. The final race was the shocker of the night. Singapore, hot favorites to win in the 4x100 meters freestyle for women. You look at their season best times, you thought there's no team. You average it out, there's no team there who could touch them. But the Thais swam above form. Singapore didn't swim through to form, and because of that, they finished in 2nd spot. Thailand winning the gold medal in that, with Indonesia taking bronze. So that's the recap of the races that we've had so far tonight in day 2 of competition. Tell you what, Singapore have only won 1 gold medal in day 2 of competition in swimming, but we did win a gold medal earlier on, and that came from canoeing.
Ladies and gentlemen, now we are going to celebrate.
Well, after a highly successful day yesterday, down at the Nanga Lake Dam, the teams are making their way there yet again for more racing today and more canoeing action. We're in the Pimana Township and the Mandalay region, and it is, of course, the women's K2 200 meter race. There is the start list. As you can see, in lane 2 is Malaysia, lane 3 Thailand, lane 4 Singapore, looking to retain the gold medal that they won 2 years ago in Palembang. Myanmar in lane 5, Vietnam lane 6, Indonesia lane 7. So Singapore with Stephenie Chen.
Well, we'll get back to the race in
The
a while.
bronze medalist, representing Singapore,
the victory ceremony.
Shu-En
Lynette Lim, a bronze and a silver from tonight. Well, she wanted 2 golds, of course, and she thought that it was a sure bet for the 4x100 meters freestyle relay. She's got to settle for medals of other color though, and that's a bronze in the 400 meters freestyle for her. Here's the darling of the pool this time out, Nguyen Tian Vien. 2 golds yesterday, just settling for the silver this time out. And here she is in Japan, Sripamonthon.
And of course, the official handing out the medals as well, with a captivating hairstyle, I must say.
night for Thailand. A very splendid evening for them.
Please be seated. Thank you.
Well, we'll try to show you the canoeing race where we won a gold medal at K2 event. You definitely can see it today at the games a little later on, but we do have time in between this and the next victory ceremony, which we want to stay on for because it's the Joseph Schooling victory. To see him on top of the podium, on top of the world, on top of Southeast Asia all over again. We'll try our very best to get back to that canoeing in a while. And good news coming through as well from the football stadium. Singapore are leading Brunei by a goal to nil scored by Haris Haron. Paul Macefield's there with the football, and he was there with the canoeing, so let's get back to the canoeing which happened earlier on today.
Well, after a highly successful day yesterday, down at the Nanga Lake Dam, the teams are making their way there yet again for more racing today and more canoeing action. We're in the Pimana Township and the Mandalay region. And it is, of course, the women's K2 200-metre race. There is the start list. As you can see, in lane 2 is Malaysia, lane 3 Thailand, lane 4 Singapore, looking to retain the gold medal that they won 2 years ago in Palembang. Myanmar in lane 5, Vietnam lane 6, Indonesia lane 7. So Singapore with Stephenie Chen and Suzanne Seah outdid themselves yesterday, winning gold in the 500-metre K2 event. And they're strongly fancied here, and they're going great guns. You can see they're number 4 they are. Number 5 is Myanmar that are looking to push them incredibly close. This is a shortened course. It's not 500 metres. It's only a 200-metre sprint. And you can see how quickly the girls are paddling. It is very, very close. Thailand, Singapore and Myanmar. It's Singapore with their noses in front. It looks as though it's going to be Stephenie Chen and Suzanne Seah that get there. Yes, it is. It's Myanmar that comes second and Vietnam third. So that's the double for the Singapore pair. A great achievement then for Stephenie Chen and Suzanne Seah after winning the WK2.
Congratulations indeed to the K2s, and that's their second gold medal of these games. It is Joseph Schooling's second gold medal, his first individual. It came in the 200 meters individual medley, and it had a SEA Games record to go along with it.
He, of course, is slated for 6 events in the SEA Games, and he's also slated to win all 6. He's already done 2 events, goal for both, and we'll be looking forward to seeing Schooling, of course, take part in the rest of the 4.
Well, he won a couple at the last SEA Games in his main events, which is the fly. He won in the 50 meters and the 200 meters butterfly. That 200 meters butterfly race at the last SEA Games, I thought this boy could not top that, because it was such a race, a privilege to even be watching that race. And then this year he's even lowered the record for the 200 meters butterfly in the World Championships, and he's improved by tons in this event. Ketin Nttapong finally is on the rostrum tonight, having lost out. It is Dr. Tan Eng Yang who's finally been up there to receive and to give out the medals this time out. Tran Dui Khoi of Vietnam, a silver medalist, and never in the game from the moment the buzzer went off, because this man spells dominance. The Schooling dynasty began in 2011, and it looks most likely to carry through for the next few SEA Games, but the one that he's looking out for is next year's Asian Games and then the Olympics. Joseph Schooling, an individual champion again at the SEA Games.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem.
Well, I'll tell you what, Mark, it feels good to be able to sing along to the national anthem. And it will be the first and only time the national anthem will be played today.
Of course, in swimming, we're talking about the boy loves to swim for Singapore. His parents keep gushing about the fact, and he'll do anything to be swimming for Team Singapore. And despite all the expectations, all the pressure on him, he thrives on it. A mark and the hallmark of a champion, Joseph Schooling. Gold medalist, having finished second in this event in 2011, turning the tables on Ketin Nttapong, winning the gold medal this time out. And in some fashion too, with mighty, mighty quick time.
All right, we're going to go for a quick commercial break, and we will be back perhaps for one more prize ceremony right here for the 27th SEA Games here in the Wunna Take D swimming pool.
Where's Iniacha? Where's Iniacha? အမျိုးသမီးမီတာ100အမြောက်လေးလွန်ပြန်လူကူးပြိုင်ပွဲရဲ့ဆုများကိုချီးမြှင့်မှာဖြစ်ပါတယ်။ဆုများကိုပြည်ထောင်စုရွေးကောက်ပွဲကော်မရှင်အဖွဲ့ဝင်ဦးမြင့်နိုင်မှချီးမြှင့်ပေးပါရန်ပန်ကြားအပ်ပါတယ်ရှင်။
Ladies and gentlemen, now we are going to celebrate the victory ceremony for events number 206, Women's 4x100 Freestyle Relay. The medals are going to be awarded by Umien Nai, member of Union of Myanmar Election Commission.
And welcome back. Thanks for joining us. Of course, it is Mark Richmond and Devian Nair. Coming up very shortly, the both of us will be presenting for today at the Games.
That's right, but first the final victory ceremony of tonight. There's the 4x100 meters freestyle for women.
The bronze medalist,
Singapore girls looking over and at the ties and saying that should have been in our spots. Well, they upset it big time, and here they are in the gold medal position, snatching the gold back from Singapore.
Reina Somi Grahana Ramdani, Patricia Yosida Hapsari,
It certainly was a very tight race, but Indonesia looks pleased, of course, with their bronze position and the medals as well.
The silver medalist representing Singapore, Ting Wan Hui, Sai Hui Amanda Lin, Shu Bing Mylene Ong, Shu-En Lynette Lin.
Our girls being awarded the silver medals, of course missing out on the gold, but not for the lack of trying.
The gold medalist representing Thailand, Janjira Srisa R.
Here they are, the Thais reclaiming the gold medal which they won in 2005 and 07. With this, by the way, Natanan Junkrajang's third 4x100 meters freestyle relay goal and her 12th SEA Games gold medal in all. 2 from this night alone for this lady who is now having that medal put around her neck.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem.
goal for Thailand, one of 4 that they won in the second day of competition. Just 1 goal for Singapore tonight, along with a silver and 2 bronze medals. So that's 4 more medals tonight. That means it's 14 more before they hit 200 medals since the turn of the century. 4 gold medals in swimming so far for Singapore, matched by the Thais in one night alone. But tomorrow night, here at the Aquatic Center, we will see Joseph Schooling back in action in the men's 100 meters butterfly. Tao Li will be in action too in the women's 100 meters backstroke, where she'll be facing fierce competition from the fastest backstroke swimmer in Southeast Asia this year, Nguyen Ân Tian Vien. And then she'll be involved in the 100 meters butterfly, where she is almost in a zone of her own without any sort of competition. Also tomorrow, the men's 100 meters backstroke, Quah is back in action in the pool. The men's 400 meters freestyle, where Ketin Run, the 1500 meters freestyle from 2011, will be competing for Singapore, but he'll be up against 2 very tough Malaysians in the form of Kevin Yap and Daniel Bago. The women's 800 meters freestyle, where Lynette will be hoping to put her disappointment of today's 400 freestyle race out of her to make sure that she swims a race of her life. Then Rachel Singh also will be involved in that, so too Koo Chai Lin. And tomorrow night will end with a men's 4x100 meters freestyle relay, where Singapore will be facing fierce competition by the great talented pool of Malaysian swimmers in that event. That's all for tomorrow night.
Of course, coming up in just a bit, right after the news on Channel 5, Mark and myself, Vivian, will be taking to the highlight show. Of course, today at the Games, you can catch us there as we wrap up on the highlights, of course, of today, Singapore's performance at the SEA Games. Join us then.